Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter, where we thrift and craft with purpose. Hello! Well, it's been a long week. With my son being ill, I didn't have the heart to do a Thursday video. So we're going to make a cup of chai tea, and if you'll join me for a few minutes, we'll kind of finish up with the Staffordshire dogs. I'll tinker around with the mold making process during the whole build, and we'll visit those maybe again later on. Today I began cutting the wood for the flooring. I have it settled on the wood that I'm going to be framing everything out with, but we'll touch bases on that. I've had a little craft fair money set aside, so I purchased a set tabletop sander, a miniature lathe, something else. Oh, a miniature table saw. If anything's come in by Tuesday, I'll share that with you on Tea Tuesday. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to do some silicone molds and maybe some acrylic pours, because I have ideas for some of the fixtures and that requires an acrylic pour. So I'm going to do all my acrylic pours all at the same time, because I have other vintage repop items I have in progress. So let's go down the driveway and get started. So what I'm doing here is I'm taping all three of the large cuts together so that the wood will not shift on me. And as I'm making everything even, I notice that one of the pieces of wood is about 1/4 of an inch longer than all the rest. So I will have to be trimming that down. And now that I have a tabletop sander on the way, this is going to give me the ability to make sure that everything fits together tightly. The little tabletop saw for smaller wood cuts, that's going to help me a great deal. We don't have a lot of room for storing large carpentry tools, so working with miniature tools or tools designed for tabletop work is best for us. Now there is one cut that I made that I purposely made shorter, because I want to show you that if you do make a mistake and you do need to add a piece of wood to something as thin as a 1/4 inch piece of plywood, you can do it. You just need wood glue and clamps. So don't fret if you happen to make a wrong cut or a mistake. It can be easily repaired. It was such a beautiful day outside today. It was 47 degrees when we got back home. I ran out to get vitamins and mentholatum for my son. We're really done here for today, so let's move upstairs. Now the cylinders from these coffee cans, I need to buy 3 more. These are going to be for the turret rooms. Next Sunday I should have all the circles for the flooring cut out and ready to go. And I might possibly have it all mapped out how it's going to go together, as well as the framing wood. Not quite sure yet. We'll see how the week goes. So there's our little Staffordshire dogs. We just need to glue them to a piece of foam board. We are going to make the first part of a 2-part mold. And I've not done this yet. Believe it or not, I was actually sick the 2 weeks that this was being done in my art class in college, so I've never made a 2-part mold. So we're going to see what happens. And if I can do it, you can do it. And if it doesn't work, we're going to try it again. I'll keep trying till it works. This has to dry for a couple of days before I put the second part of the mold on it. So I will film that, and I might show you that on Tuesday. If I don't, it will be next Sunday. Last night, to keep my mind off things, I watched a movie I hadn't seen in a few years, The Secret Garden with Margaret O'Brien and Dean Stockwell. It was on the Turner Classic Movie channel, but I actually had the movie, so I took my time and sat back with some sunflower seeds and watched that movie last night and then again today. I really enjoy classic movies. One of my very favorite classic movies is Charles Dickens' David Copperfield with Freddie Bartholomew. It is one of my favorites, and now that I'm thinking about it, I might go watch it as soon as I'm done here. Tomorrow evening? That sounds like a good time for a Doris Day movie. Glass Bottom Boat is one of my favorites. And my top favorite Doris Day movie is Please Don't Eat the Daisies. I love that one. So that little line I'm drawing is where that first layer of plaster is going to go up to. I didn't put any silicone on the Staffordshire dogs as a release agent because my plan is to use this mold for clay slip, and I wasn't sure that would be a really good idea, so we'll see what happens. There's more plaster of Paris where that came from. I did go thrifting last week just to get out of the house. I'm walking much better after surgery, and I needed that exercise and to keep my mind off things. But I just didn't have the heart to make a video, so it might be a little bit longer. It was a lot of mugs and ceramics. I mean, nice ones, but that was really strange. It was a lot of mugs and ceramics that particular day. And because I don't know how to use my telephone to film, my cameraman is a little unavailable right now. I'm still at the point of just doing hauls for you. Well, there we are, and I'm doing a little displacing of plaster there to bring up the level a little bit. Kind of playing with that. I designed the dogs in such a way there weren't too many curves for anything to get hung up on. But this will be a good experience, learning how to do this. I have other plans for other molds that I need to make. Well, gosh, that's about it for today. We'll get started on furniture, as I said, next week, and some of the small decorative pieces. I may jump around to different rooms of the house. I'm really excited about doing kitchen items. Really excited about that one. But yeah, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, share my thrifting and crafting channel with your thrifting and crafting friends. If you have any ideas or recommendations for miniatures, please share in the comments below. I'd be delighted to hear them. Tap that notification button for upcoming announcements for Thrifts and Crafts. Most of all, have a lovely, lovely day.